Hello, this is Crenstar, and today I am messing around with wavetables and Plant. Uh, Basically, I had no clue that this thing had a really decent and competent wavetable editor, and where it is. Here, let me get back to the beginning here. Let me close this. Okay, so brand new patch on Faceplant here. You click on it, you click on the wavetable, and normally you go in here, you select a wavetable, blah blah blah. But no, you can hit this little bitty button right here, and it go into the editor. Oh my god. Okay, so realistically, wavetables have a whole bunch of what they call indexes or position. Normally, you have a standardized count of how many different waveforms that a wave table can contain, usually around in the 200s or something like that. 256 is the default one. And basically, we're looking at the default wavetable here. So if I move my cursor back and forth, we see the this is the position of the wavetable. We see how the wavetable is moving here. This is the harmonic content or the spectrum. You can mess with a lot of this stuff, by the way. This is actually a pretty cool editor. I've been messing around with it for a little bit, getting ready for the video to understand what the heck I'm talking about. So basically, when you're doing the frame here and you're moving it, you can see that the waveform will be moving exactly what it's doing in the editor. So if we click on it right here and we go to position 85, it should theoretically match up to what you see in the screen. So it's this type of shape. Look at that. Same type of shape. So we can do a bunch of things to it. This has a lot of different editors right here: waveform, curve drawing, freeform drawing. But to tell you the truth, what actually got me to do this is that they said that you can create a wavetable from a sample. And then you go in and go click on the sample to what you need and load it in, and it will create the waveform. I think I've done something like that before with Invital, and I don't really want to replicate the content of what the Kilohearts did on theirs. Just it's like a 2-minute sample that they or 2-minute video that they put up, or not even that. That how they show it, but realistically, they didn't show how to get in there. So basically, you go into here, you click on the thing, you go into here, you go click, and you create from sample, and it imports the thing. I kind of want to mess around with the editor and create something. You could create a new one from scratch, or do anything. So the first thing is that it has a crossfading, which you can sit there and mess with. To play around with how it I guess fades. Um, Needless to say, I've played with it a little, but I have not played with it enough, or nor read the manual, which if I probably should have. But what this does is it should cross the amount of sound or the fade between the positions here. And as you can see up here, that it's basically doing stuff to it when I'm messing around with it. You can barely see it, but it's looking like it's messing with like this size in this area right here. If you look. So realistically, that's to mess around with the sound only and not the actual waveform itself. If you want to mess with the waveform, you click on this and you go down here and then you start messing around with it. So this is at position 172. So if we go down here and you go into 172, we should see our new waveform. Look at that. And then it goes back. So now at 172, it's got a whole bunch of stuff messing around with it. So, oh, this is a freeform one. That's crazy. So okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to kind of the problem with it is that that's only that single frame, and going into it is going to be crazy. We don't want to do that. So we can do mixing. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we got that, and see, let's see if we can't blend our waveform. So, okay, so the crossfading helps blend the waveform so it's not so abrupt, or at least the mixing part of it. You can mess with the phase decay, the origin here, and then there's the harmonic sample, so it makes it sound with more, and then you got messing with the frequencies and stuff like that. So it blends it in, or it shifts between one of the frames, or morphs from one of the frames to the other. Morph tool. There we go. That's kind of cool. Sound like a bunch of angry bees. So there's effects that you can put onto it. Put a comb filter on here. All right, what frame are we messing with? So 160, let's stay on 160. There's also fixes you can do to normalizing the sound global. So when you import it, there's going to be a lot of problems with the stuff. So you got to normalize the DC offsets. You got to align stuff. So there's a lot of tools in here. And if you think about it, one of the greatest things about the wavetable player Serum is its powerful editing capabilities. But that's a $100 80 product. Faceplant, for all of its worth, you can get on sale for like $99 American US, and it does a lot for the price that you're actually getting for it. It is actually amazing. This right here is probably worth the weight in gold if you want to compare it ounce, and probably there's a ton more features in Serum that I'm not covering. I don't own Serum, nor do I'm an expert with it. I just know what I see on other stuff. I know it does really good wavetable manipulation, and has some really good wave editing tools that's better than most on the market. But I had no clue Faceplant had it. All right, so we're kind of done with this, so kind of add in the effects, so like a dual delay. Another thing that the kind of hint that what they give is use an envelope and make a slow attack. Click on here, and then let's go down. Something a little bit less, a little bit more normal. Go do this. Move up the frame stack. Let's move the feedback down and the mix down, and move it up. Okay, and then when you're done messing around with it, you can actually save the wavetable. So we're going to go in, we're going to save. As you can see, I have already wavetables loaded, so I'm going to put in new tables. So it saves the table. So down here, new tables. Okay, big deal, right? So we go into here. We go into Polymer, which I have loaded, and then we go into here, and basically you can load it as a wavetable. I think I don't remember what you have. Yeah, select the folder. There we go. There's our new table that we just did. And now you can share those wavetables off with any other wavetable player that imports Wave or FLAC. Pretty cool stuff. Faceplant is a great addition to Bitwig for wavetable editing. I'm not sure if Bitwig has a wavetable editor this advanced yet, or it may not be really advanced, but it's really fun to play with. Really, you can get some really creative stuff with it. You might hit a barrier where everything sounds the same, but with the added effects that you can put onto it and all the other stuff, the things you could try with it is importing samples like voice. That's actually what the video had, so that you can morph through the voice. You can record 4 bars of another synth or instrument, record it, put it somewhere, and then import it into Faceplant and use that as a basis for a wavetable. So pretty cool stuff that you can actually do with this. Pretty cool stuff. Hey, great. Thanks for watching the video. If you've been listening this long, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It always goes to help with the YouTube recommendations and stuff like that for people that listens to the entire video and not just skip around or something, or have like watch a minute of a 8-minute video or something like that. But anyway, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will catch you in the next video.